and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here for the third episode of Knights of Truth Season 2. Yeah, that's really all I got today. We were coming in hot off of our 12-hour charity stream. We raised $300 for charity this weekend, which is awesome. It puts us at $1,700 for the team. I mean, for the channel for the year, $2,000 for the team, which is super rad. So if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. That being said, we have McLokin here, we have Mythomatic, we have Kato Frags, and we have Bob. And speaking of Bob, take us away to the Ninth World.
Sure. Hi, I'm Bob. Have you ever played Numenera?
Because Bob hasn't.
We sure as fuck aren't. Anyway, so yeah, when last we met, our heroes, two of our heroes, were diving into a tower, being chased by sandworms and a rather large sandworm. And then the other two you guys were sitting there waiting for them.
Yeah, we did exactly what we were told. It was, hey guys, drive to the river, hang out, we'll be right back. And we're like, okay.
Yeah, who does that? Who does that?
I was thinking about this scene, right? Because like, obviously it's going to be hard for you as the GM to like, get us a matchup. But like, what incentive did Nell and I have to leave? Like, we do what we were told. We're like, okay, cool. Our friends, they went that way, and they're going to come back with the kid. I was like, because worst case scenario, it's a desert, and we're just going to follow their tracks to where they were supposed to go, which is where we just were. So we're never going to find this tower. I was like, how do we get there?
I don't think you want to.
Like, I don't think we want to either, yeah.
We barely got out of there, and your fucking fancy pants, you just be like, run away.
I'm not going to slap a worm to death? I'm like, yeah, and I look like a 13-year-old child, so I'm just hanging out, tanning in this caravan.
Well, excuse me. So we're going to start with you guys today.
Perfect. Numenera teleports you to the tower. Get ready.
Yeah, right. So how are you guys, what are you guys doing currently, right? You're sitting there, you have the cart with you. You're right by the river. You're waiting to go across it for them to come back. It's been a while now and they still haven't come back.
Yeah, well, Deneen tried to point this out to them before, is that we rode for a day and a half from where we killed those guys. So Deneen thinks that they're going to travel a day and a half there and a day and a half back. So he's fully ready to wait 3 days, because that's how long it takes to go all the way back to where we lost the kid. So Deneen has somehow made of the random scrap we have, he has made one of those reflector things that you put around your neck to catch to make sure you get tanned all the way. Because he doesn't really realize that he's a 13-year-old boy in the body of one. So he is by the caravan, just sort of tanning.
So what you're saying is if this kid ever gets his colors back, he's going to be slightly bronzer.
He's going to be a little bit more bronze. Yeah, he's going to look like he's from the New Mediterranean.
New Mediterranean. What about you, Nell? What have you been doing this whole time?
Myth like that one.
Nell has probably been skipping stones, swimming, fishing for food, being Huck Finish, standoffish.
Yeah,
you know, not really doing much other than waiting. As I stated in the previous episode, Nell is very much a follower.
Yeah, I feel you. So, what is it that you guys want to do now? Do you want to continue doing what you're doing?
I mean, how many days has it been?
At this point, it's probably been 2. It took a day and a half for them to get there. You're probably expecting them back by the end of the next day.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to us. Like, it's a 3-day journey. At the end of 3 days, that's when we'll be worried, right? Because, like, you know, if a plane should get there in 4 hours and it's been hour 6, you're like, ooh, where'd that plane go? Is that a Malaysian flight? So yeah, at the end of day 3, we'll be
right? Wow.
Of the things that have been said in this show.
Okay.
Sponsors?
That one's definitely with the New Mediterranean for me. That was good.
So yeah, I think at the end of day 3 and change, we'll be very concerned about where they are. Probably dead. It's a desert. They brought no provisions.
Yeah, I didn't see him take any water.
Take a single drop of water.
But they have Scout.
No, they don't. Scout has established a dozen times that he can only find food and water for himself.
That's whatever.
Myth.
That's not canon though.
Whether that's true or not,
canon,
whether
though.
it's true or not, Scout only finds food and water for himself.
Oh, so good. So good. Okay.
Don't
Back at the
railroad
tower.
us, Mike, right?
You guys sit there. The heat is blazing outside at this point. It is definitely the high sun. You can actually see the heat rising off of the desert sand. Every so often, you'll see a worm just reach up, grab onto something, and then fall back into the sand. What is it that you guys are doing? Oh, I'm sorry. The room that you're in, I was going to say this before. The room that you guys are currently in.
Is this your Cody Scout time?
We'll find out. The room that you guys are currently in is made of complete marble. Everything reaches up in spires and arches. So well crafted and actually very well maintained as well. Black marble with white, or black and white marble. Sorry, I was trying to think of the word for it. As you guys are sitting inside of this pretty much a welcome room, you see two archways, one going left, one going right. Both of them seem to have stairs that kind of curve up and out of view to the left, right and left, respectively.
And there's no footprints here?
No, it's marble.
I thought there was a little demon thing with a pitchfork.
He's not there now.
Where he was there and he's like, "Hey, what's up? Bye," and disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, I said hello to him.
Oh.
Also, that voice we heard was that dipshits. Popeson.
No.
Popeson.
Not that you can see anyway, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Can I roll perception to see?
Yeah, go for it. If you can, like, maybe hear movements or something of that nature, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I gotta get my character sheet open and probably get into the game here. That'd probably be good.
During this, what are you doing here, Myth?
I don't know. I ask myself that every week. I guess I'm just kidding. I honestly, I love playing this. It's a lot of fun.
Still not the worst thing said today, by the way.
True, you're right. Mike still holds that one. All right, so with that new Mediterranean, wasn't a great joke. Fun. So I think so. There isn't a demon pencil thin weird thing with a pitchfork. That's been established. That's not a thing anymore.
It was, and as you guys were just kind of like, "What the fuck's going on?" It just wasn't there anymore.
Okay.
Be careful. I think there's some psychedelic gases.
I rolled it. I rolled an 8.
A demon.
Demon.
You can see, though very hard to do on the marble, there seems to be a set of scorch marks going up the left set of stairs. The scorch marks are on the ground, and they seem to be making tracks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You probably also see something. We're both pretty good trackers.
I mean, let's go that way.
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay.
I want to find my new friend with the pitchfork, wherever he went.
Can I slip into the shadows?
Yeah.
Numenera.
There's no roll for this, right? Unless it's contested.
I believe I have advantage on all things stealth, or
Yeah.
That would affect stealth, I believe.
Yeah, so it's not contested as of this moment, so we'll roll when it becomes contested.
Righty.
So you kind of slunk down and get close to the walls, and maybe about every 15 feet up these stairs, another pillar kind of marks its way. You notice that the roof is probably about close to 100 feet up, and you can see the light shining through, but you have no idea where the source of this light is coming from. You would guess that maybe there's a window at some point, but unfortunately, you never pass a window or nothing. It's just straight black and white marble heading down. You continue to climb up and follow these for what appears to be an exorbitant amount of time. And then you realize that even as you're walking up these stairs, you can never really find the end of the circle.
Wait, so it just keeps going up and up?
From what you can tell.
And the scorch marks, do they seem to repeat themselves?
Correct.
Oh. I think we passed that 5 times now.
Oh, it's not. We're not in a corkscrew, or we're not in a corkscrew. We're just in a circle. Is that what's happening? And is that again?
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is going up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think we're actually ascending up the tower here.
I look down.
At the floor?
Yeah, like over the edge. Like, have we been to?
Oh no, it's wall. It's a solid spire.
Oh. I want to chip at the wall one bit and remember where it is and keep walking.
Okay. Go ahead. No, there's no roll involved. You chip at the wall. A piece of stone comes off. Do you want to hold on to it or something? Or?
No, I want to mark it.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so yeah, you mark the wall with an arrow, maybe, or something.
I have stuff for this. I believe. I got spikes, so I probably spike and a hammer,
Sure.
And then go about my way. Yeah.
You continue up. How long do you guys want to walk for?
Well, I just want to see if that thing repeats.
You don't see it again.
Okay. I guess we keep going until the end.
Keep going until the end, or until an enough amount of time goes by where I go, hold on, we've been doing this for a while.
Okay. Back at the lake. At this point, you guys have been sitting here for quite some time. It has definitely been a total of 3 days. And looking around, you notice that there seems to be a bit of dust coming off of a road in the distance. Someone is clearly moving with intent of purpose and with speed. Nell and Denine. You're
What's
muted.
moving with speed?
You can't tell. You can only see the dust trail being kicked up on the distance.
Does it look like a lot of dust?
Enough for you to notice. Great distance.
How great are we talking?
So the land that you're looking at is relatively flat.
Okay.
It kind of all comes down to a flat road. You can't see what I'm doing. It kind of all comes down to like a flat road,
Yep.
and then dips down into the river itself. So beyond the hill to the right, you can see a great distance on a clear day. So we're probably thinking maybe 600 yards.
Okay. That's like 6 football fields, right?
That is like 6 football fields. Great.
Good job.
Great frame of reference, Michael.
Good job.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, so I think Deneen,
It was
who
more
is
of a
on-
question.
so Deneen, who is sunbathing on the top of the caravan, I feel like he notices it first and then calls out to Aquaman in the river, whatever he's doing, spear hunting for fish.
Trying to catch fish with his bare hands.
Bare hands. But they're bony nubs, so they're like bare hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of like, no. And he like flashes at him. No. With the reflective. No.
Nell's gonna turn around to see what Denning wants, and I'm gonna assume he's gonna see this cloud of dust. Now I have numenology.
Numenology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Numenera with a K.
The more you know.
Numenology.
You would know.
Numa, no.
Jesus.
Well, I know what this is. Well, should I? I feel like I should have a vague idea of what this might be.
From the looks,
Unless I can see, if I can't visibly see what it is, if all I see is the dust.
yeah, you see the dust and maybe like a black mark or something from the distance, right? You probably not going to be able to tell exactly what it is, but this is clearly a traveler coming down the road, the dirt road. And they're moving at enough speed to they're kicking up a massive amount of dust, or there's enough of them that they're kicking up a lot of dust as well. Like it's also an option.
Nell's gonna go. Is it them?
Not coming from the same direction that you guys came from.
I feel like no.
Not coming from the same. Okay.
It's a different direction, and also they're coming very fast. So unless he found I don't know, vehicle that goes very fast, I don't know.
Is there any way for us to hide?
I mean, there's still the
Well, I meant like, I feel like we're by a river, right? Is there like?
Yeah, 100%. Cover yourselves in mud, dive under, get some straws, do what you got to do.
Do it. No,
Get some straws.
Nell's gonna suggest, or he's gonna say, are we gonna hide or are we gonna make a stand?
Oh, I was laying down. I wasn't planning on standing if I didn't have to.
As Denine stands up, you realize that the front half of their body is completely red, but the back half of their body is pasty white.
I have to flip.
Maybe we should, hide.
He is wearing just a scarf at this point. A single scarf.
And not even around his loin, by the way. It's still
It's just on his neck. It's just like...
That's what I thought you meant.
I did mean as a scarf, as like around his waist, but it's way funnier. And he just stands up and it just unfurls, and you're like, oh, no.
Now Nell normally doesn't make eye contact, but now he's really like, maybe we should hide. I don't know.
Around completely.
Looking everywhere. What are you looking at? Is there something else that I should know about?
It's
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, he flops down, and he kind of climbs down the side of the caravan, and he pulls up his very fitting pants, and he looks. We should hide. Is that what you're saying? Where should we? Is there like a special hiding? Is there a way we should hide? Is there something we should do here?
Is there trees and bushes large enough for us to get this cart somewhere not immediately noticeable?
Trees and bush.
It was in trees already.
No, they kind of just pulled up.
Yeah, we just parked on the side of the river.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, this looks chill.
To be fair, it is a rather beautiful area, but no, we're not gonna. I mean, there's grass, but nothing that's gonna, like, if somebody walks by it, they're gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? Not unless you, I mean, like, obviously if you bury it in the river or you sink it, that's a whole nother thing.
Okay, we need banners and a marker, and we're gonna write Leroy's Traveling Circus, and we're just gonna put it on the side.
I mean, this is an episode of Dean and Nell, so I mean.
You know what? I could see this. Yeah,
I forgot about that. Dean and Nell.
We just see Numenera Coolio to drive his Impala by and sing us a theme song.
Around the Universal Studio.
Yeah, I feel like Dean isn't smart enough that he's just gonna climb under the carriage. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna climb under the carriage, right? Like that's his like, oh, we have to hide. Yes, no problem. And he like just climbs under the carriage, under this caravan.
Are you letting him do that, or are you gonna?
Nell's gonna look underneath there and go, I don't think that's gonna work.
I'm hidden. Is there a better space to hide? I don't know camouflage. I have these. I could be a human kite, I think.
If they ask, we sell goods and wares.
Oh, yes, and I am a child.
Yeah, you're my son.
Perfect. That plan couldn't not work.
All right. I'm just thinking this like a tall, pasty, gangly dude in a short, half red, half white.
My child wearing a scarf.
Wearing a scarf and pants and no shirt. We're a very eccentric family.
So I have a question. Here. Nell is supposed to be a master spy. Isn't Nell supposed to be a master
I don't know
spy?
where you got the idea that he was a master spy by any means. he was just
ambassador that never said, "Hey, I'm an ambassador."
no way. He wasn't. I mean, he was supposed to. He went in under, subtle circumstances, but he was just he was just a big bad dude that they were like, "Hey, go in there and find out what's going on." So he's just this was literally his first mission outside of his home territory. So that's why everything's new.
That's why he's so.
Everything, the outside world is just strange. People are so wound tight.
And the people you met so far make it so much worse.
Yeah. No.
You met
I think
the
we know
three
it for
most
like
abnormal
24
people.
hours, and then Scout decapitated 3 people in a fight ring.
Oh man.
On the first mission.
Yeah, I don't think Frags was here for that.
Well, yeah, I wasn't here for that. I heard all about it.
Yeah, we had Zara.
No, what happened was,
See, what had happened was
Deneen, I was like, oh, look, there's a fight ring. And then Deneen was like, oh, you 3 versus Scout. And I was like, okay. And
That's not even true. I said
It
we
is.
have the greatest fighter in the world and he could stand up to any challenger. And then 3 people stood up and said, we'll fight him. And you said, done.
Okay. Yeah.
You said, sure. And
All
hopped
right,
in the
what could go
cage.
wrong?
I remember Scout's way.
Yeah.
I remember you standing up on a table,
Yeah.
shouting out for people to fight, and then when all 3 came up, you were just like, "That'll work."
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Do you think you think 3 people was going to make a difference? All right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened, actually. That was a
Get the
good.
motherfucking out.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
we are now a father and son traveling duo.
Yeah.
Okay,
We sell goods and wares.
Okay.
We sell
so you guys are-
enchantments.
That's the story.
So as
circus thing, I want to see you guys do.
Enchantment.
Oh no, that's what we're an entertaining duo.
oh great,
We're
Nell trying to pass an entertainer.
yeah, this is gonna be so good.
I'm the MC. He's the entertainer.
So you guys sit there. You guys sit there and wait for the cart to make your way to them. Meanwhile, in the tower, you guys have been walking for a good amount of time at this point.
Key change.
What?
There's a key change in the music. I'm just setting the scene. It's a key
Oh,
change.
yeah. Thank you. I didn't even add do audio today. So as you guys
I
are,
need it. We have me. I've got the stage
Yeah.
direction.
yeah, it's just stage directing everything.
People's mind.
So as you are continuing walking, what are you guys exactly doing?
We're looking for the boy. So we're tracking the scratches, thinking that pencil thing is probably over here. Because maybe he has the boy. That's my theory.
Okay. So you continued walking maybe about 45 minutes.
Well, now we have to look for an invisible boy. Hold on.
So it's like 45 minutes and we have not reached the end of this stairwell.
Correct.
All right. So I think we turn around or do we keep going? And this is one of those moments where if we keep going, it may be right around the corner or maybe not. But we do know that 45 minutes behind us is the door. So do we just?
We know there's a 50-50 chance if we keep going forward, we might find something. But also,
What if y'all head off
We
in
know
separate
it's
directions?
behind us.
If y'all head off in separate directions, then you might be able to see if it actually is a circle.
I feel like that's
Yeah, we know
every
that.
day. Like, there's a 50-50 chance that if I leave my house today, I'll find something new. But there's a 100% chance that my bed is back home.
Well, if it's right around the corner, or is it 45
Or-
minutes up ahead, or is it 45, or is it going to be more than that? We won't know
Okay.
until we travel 45 minutes ahead of us.
I'm
And
gonna
at
look,
that point, why would we go 80 behind us?
I just look at you coming and be like, wait right here. And then I'm going to walk back and see, I want to see something. So,
As you walk back and around the corner, you
yeah.
see a platform. You see a single door. It's not the door that you came in through. And there is no other set of stairs. The door seems to go into the center of the tower.
Okay.
What?
Well, you should come over here.
I should what?
Come over here. There's a door.
Oh, okay. I was gonna keep going up. All right.
You turn around and you see the same thing. A large door comes to a very sharp point. Around the door's frame is almost a pillar of marble. The pillar moves upwards, and whereas in normal structures you would see maybe some type of keystone in between the pieces, this is a series of perfect bend of marble that just goes on and comes to the top. It looks as if it's all one exact piece.
Does it look like it was bent, or does it look like it was cut? My character wouldn't know that. It's a different kind of. All right.
For your imagination, though, it definitely looks like it was bent.
Okay. And where is this door? I turned around, but I don't know exactly.
Yeah, so you went down, and as soon as you rounded the corner of the bend, there was just a platform there. It looked very similar to the one that you guys originally walked into. However, rather than the door being on the right-hand side, it being on the left-hand side as you guys come up, it's on the left-hand side going towards the center of the tower. And the other set of stairs that would have been on the other side are no longer there. There's definitely archways for both of those doors, but it's just flat marble instead of an actual archway.
This is like a Bowser hallway kind of thing where we went up a bunch and then we turned around and it was right there.
I did not take inspiration from Mario 64.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mario.
Mario 64.
Super Mario Brothers. I hate it when people say Mario.
What did I say?
Mario.
Jesus.
You said Mario.
Super Mario Brothers.
Mario.
Yeah.
Mario.
It's a me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
It's Mario.
Welcome to
Luigi
the
Mario.
how to pronounce Mario segment of our show.
Every week we do it.
every week we pick a different name, different video game character, and we discuss how the name is actually pronounced.
Perfect.
So it's not Lynn.
I hate it when people call.
Next week we'll be doing King D.
King DD. It's not Day Day.
Oh boy, here we go.
Day Days, kids.
Guys, let's run out of weekly content. We need some for the next weeks.
Okay,
Sorry.
so we see this door. I open it because we're in a Mario painting.
Thank you.
You mean you dive through the painting and it turns magically just liquid?
Yeah.
Okay. You go towards the door and you put your hand on it. There doesn't seem to be a visible handle of any sort. And when you put your hand on it, instead of seeing, to push or give or anything else like that, it's ice cold to the touch, which is very different from anywhere else in the desert. But immediately, it's our time with Bob again.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Immediately, there is a weird penis monster nosed thing.
I'm bringing you guys here.
Sloth fingers.
All right.
Okay.
So what you guys are seeing is it appears to be maybe a footprint or a path, but instead it is shaped like
A teardrop?
Penis.
Oh, this is terribly. Let me tell you something about drawing with a mouse.
Tell us, Bob.
It's terrible. I swear to God, I do actually.
This is actually the best part of the show. Is when Bob. It's our time with Bob.
We've had one of these.
Our time with Bob.
Is it a fire flower?
No, it's definitely a hand of some sort.
Track?
Oh, I've seen that from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Something similar, yeah. Actually, now that I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it is definitely something similar to that. Right. However, in the center is what appears to be an eye.
What kind of marking is this? Oh, this isn't a track. Oh.
This is glowing, yeah. So as you touch the wall, where you put your hand on it, the wall kind of glows this shape. And then it kind of starts off as a white light. And then as you put your hand on it, it turns a dark red and then seeps back in and disappears. The door doesn't.
This is what I want to do. Hold on. I think I have an ability for this.
You can say.
What don't you have an ability for?
What is it? It's something. Decipher. I spend intelligence to decipher. I think it's like. Hold on, I gotta open that Numenera book. I'll
Like we all know that Scout's cheating. We just don't know how. That's the problem.
Okay, let's look.
It's a prehistoric beholder. I like that. That's really good.
What's that? Oh, this 50 year. Decipher. If you spend 1 minute examining a piece of writing or code in a language. Oh, no, it's for codes and languages. Let me see here. Can I roll skilled with Numenera and lockpicking?
You can roll skilled with Numenera.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
You can roll.
This is going to be a difficulty 6 because all it is just an image, right?
Yeah. 6 training takes it down by 1. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Let's roll it. Let's see what I get.
Is it a 4?
What? Why did it not take to that?
Doesn't matter. You rolled a 3, right? So
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know why it kept it at difficulty 1. I changed it to a 6.
yeah,
I have my tablet.
What's the first one? Oh, yeah.
yeah. If only you had the tablet.
That was actually a stat. I had the book of
I'm
Numenera.
gonna Numa Google it.
And now I don't.
I'm gonna Numa Google it.
Numa.
I'm gonna Numal it. Cool. So that didn't work. What else you guys trying?
This thing's glowing and looking at us.
No, it looks as if like you know how like you would put your hand up onto a like a hand scanner.
Yeah.
It looks similar to that.
Okay, so it's
It's
like a glowing,
Yeah.
but prehistoric print, ish, reptilian print of some sort. But I do like a stock hand touch onto it and see if it'll read my hand. I guess I kind of do it as more like I'm curious, but out of character. I want to see if that does it.
It doesn't do it, but you feel something in this.
Go on.
Something inside of you kind of pulls you. You've known this. You've used this a lot, especially recently. And you can feel the hairs on the back of your neck start to tingle, but the lock doesn't open. While you guys are sitting there figuring that out, back at the river. Is that all right? You guys are. I'm assuming you guys are thinking, right?
Now, what is... So I'm your son, yes? What is my motivation? Am I trying to sell, or am I a rascally scamp that's just here to have a good time?
You're gonna take over the family business.
Okay, are there child labor laws where we come from? Is this an accepted practice, or what?
I mean, you're my son. I don't need... You're working. It's chores.
It's chores, okay. So I don't actually run the store or anything like that. Do I handle the coin? Is there alcohol involved? I believe there's an age limit. I think Gregory Popeson was 13 or something.
The dust and whatever it is that is traveling is now maybe 100 yards away.
That's one football field.
And you can clearly see that it does appear to be a set of guards riding horses, and they're definitely the order.
Oh no, that's one football field away.
I missed the joke.
You said it's 100 yards, and he doesn't whisper. Oh, that's one football field away. That was it. I lost it. That's accurate. It was exactly one football field away.
Yeah, exactly. That's
shit. So there's guards.
All right.
From the okay. So
the
we were coming
the
from
group
the
of
north.
people we just
Yeah. So we were coming from the north. Where were they coming from? Directionally, like cardinally.
You guys came from the north. You came to a T-junction. So if you're coming from the north,
to a river.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is the road is a T-junction, right? So they're probably coming from the west, heading east. So if we look at the map here,
Oh, there's a road? I thought we were just like wandering the wilderness into a river.
no. I mean, you're heading into the whatchamacallit now. So you guys are technically here,
At the X.
right? No. This marker has been you guys this whole time.
Which one?
So the caravan is the X. McLogan and or Scout and Jacoby were at the tower. That's them. Right?
They're probably like up here, around here somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe actually that's because they stopped here, so you guys are probably right here. Either way.
Yeah, I think that's the. Well,
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
and so they're coming from the west.
Yeah, they're coming from this
Look,
direction.
I found a tower.
That's
Okay.
yeah. I wonder where you guys are. I guess maybe these guys are probably about over here, so maybe it is the X.
That's what I thought. Do I know anything that's over there? Like, so I'm a wandering, definitely not a con man. Do I know of any towns or anything that's over there? Like nothing is above the Titty River.
The Titty River. Yeah, roll.
tides.
I don't know. Actually, roll me an intelligence check.
Sure.
Difficulty 3.
Okay.
See if you studied geography in class. I was about to say geology.
Difficulty
No,
3,
that's not right.
untrained.
I know what kind of rock this is.
Yeah.
That was actually the marble questions earlier.
Swap. Just swap places.
You don't want to meta.
Fuck, that's good.
I succeed.
Yes, you do. You know that Harmoth is up there.
Okay. Do I know what that is?
It's a town. I believe it's a town, right?
Thanks.
Harmoth. It's a
Yeah,
town.
it's a
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
But do I know what's the town? Like, what is it? Is there
Town
any
is-
special features? I know it's like the Sea Kingdom of Gone, isn't it, or something like that? But like, what is it? Does it?
It is the main trade route to. It is the main trade route to the. I guess from. It's the first port that people come to when they're coming to this particular area.
Oh.
Right. So rather than having to go through the bay, they can go through here. Some people will go through the bay to get to Keyford.
Yeah, and it's part of like Navarine. Okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a port city.
Okay, and we can clearly see that they're knights.
Yeah.
Well,
they're the Order of Truth, and they're definitely soldiers. So
Okay.
I said knights because I play a lot of fantasy games.
Perfect. Yeah. So I kind of look over to Nell and I say, I think they're Order of Truth.
Didn't we just kill a bunch of Order of Truth?
Well, I think we killed extremists, or I think he called himself a cipherist.
I hope.
I look like a child. You have a badge that says you're from the Knights of Truth, right? I hope you stole one or something.
Yeah, but what happens if I show them this badge and they want to fight?
But I think we had to kill them either way, no?
Oh, okay.
I mean, unless you can smooth talk your way out of this.
I would also like to point out you don't just look like a kid.
Right, but
You
the
look
Pope,
like
the Pope's son was secreted away, and no one knew
secreted
what he
away.
looked like. So, like,
But you do happen to look an awful lot like the Pope.
I mean, I'm a red-faced now, tanned, red-faced,
Yeah.
sunburnt 13-year-old boy with no shirt on and very tight-fitting man pants and a scarf. So who the hell knows at this point, right? Yeah, and I will hide, right? So like, so do you think you can talk your way out of this?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, in that case, and Deneen dives underneath the cart, and I'm going to hide, Bob.
So wait. Explain to me what you just asked. Like
I asked Nell if he could talk his way out of this situation, and he said yes. And I said, great. Then I'm going to hide. And I dove under the cart, and I would like to roll you some kind of check to hide.
So breaking the fourth wall here, everybody, just so you guys know, D9 is in fact the talker of the group.
Right, but I look like a 13-year-old boy.
No, I'm aware.
And Nell's an adult. And
I'm aware.
Like,
Just the situation
Yeah.
is very
but in
ironic.
what world?
And you know that little box down there that says inabilities?
Yeah.
Mine says pleasant social interactions. That's what's in that box. So, this is going to be one of the core reasons why my character's been kind of weird this whole freaking time.
I like how McCloakin looked over at that box and is like, yeah, it doesn't exist on my sheet.
don't have one.
No, it
Inabilities to lose.
My inability is the same thing.
Like
Like
you.
whenever I'm dealing with a human, I can't positively have a social interaction with them because they're intimidated by me.
Scout's inabilities are to lose fights. He
Yeah.
has an
I don't
inability
have
of
one.
losing.
People
didn't have
find
no
you
wonder
somewhat
I can
off-putting. You have an inability with positive social interactions with humans. So that's why I'm always dick to humans and nice to aliens.
Makes sense.
My character's not done.
He looks over. You've got this. Don't worry. You have this. I'm going to hide.
All right, so roll me a stealth check. This will be contested.
What is the
so this is going to be a difficulty. You're hiding underneath a cart, right? So
Yeah.
in the beginning, see, it's going to change, right? So this is like a passive look for you. So
Sure.
this is going to be like a difficulty 3. But if they get out, just so you know, if they do for some reason look over the cart for whatever reason, I will have to make you roll again.
Fantastic. I am specialized in stealth. So it's a difficulty.
Why?
Because have you
This is
met Deneen? Have you met Deneen?
Touche. I feel like it matches. It works.
So
but
it's a
I feel like that's
difficulty
never
one.
come up.
It's a difficulty 1 for me.
Oh, it hasn't yet. Yeah.
So I succeed.
Okay. I love it. So the
Yeah,
cart.
we've leveled up twice, and both times I took stealth and specialized in stealth. So
Jesus. I'm not going to call it a caravan, but the group of guards on horseback come up and they're whoa, and Nelly.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh no. And they look over you, and the one raises a visor, and he's eyeing it, and he looks to the cart, and then he looks back to you, and then the camera goes back to the tower. So as you guys are sitting at the tower, what is it that you guys are doing?
Question. Can I analyze the door for any sort of writing?
If you want to try to figure out what like the structure and everything else and integrity of that is, yeah, go for it.
Well, I'm mainly looking for any sort of like language on the door.
Yeah, there's no writing whatsoever. It's really strange how there isn't like marble panels or marble tiles. It's literally just perfectly shaped marble.
Mm-hmm.
And where it doesn't even look like someone chiseled. You know what I mean? It's just completely smooth all around.
Ooh.
Very superstitious. Writing on the wall.
All I got is skilled with Numenera before I start hitting this thing.
I don't have an inability yet, so let me get that real quick.
You don't have an ability yet?
No, I didn't know. I didn't see it.
You don't always have one. I don't have one either.
Oh.
Only certain
I gotta get one.
like descriptors and types have them.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out this door. Like, what's the?
I
principle?
touched it. And
I know.
Felt something like a familiar feeling, but the only sensation I could actually describe is that it felt like the hairs on the back of my neck were standing up.
I touched the door like he did, as he's telling me this.
No, you don't get that. You don't get that feeling.
Right. You feel it?
No.
Oh, hold on. And I do it again.
And you still get that feeling, and you notice that the eye again, or the hand eye, wakes up. And whereas when Scout touches it, it does turn a red. When you touch it, it just kind of wakes up. So the light shines, and then it just unshines.
It seems to be reacting to your ability to act with the Numenera. So maybe using the ability to, because I don't feel anything. And
Okay, hold on. You could stand your ground, right?
Yeah.
I take my hand off it and I push him like I would with my two hands.
You push him?
Yeah, and I push him like I would. I push him and I say, okay, now you need to like hold, like stand, and try to stop me from pushing you, which I assume is really easy. A brick house. And then, does he? Do you?
I guess.
Perfect. All right. So and then I put my
I'm gonna
hand
say
on
both.
the, yeah, and then I put my hand on the wall and then I force push it. At least I try to, and I see what happens.
It insets itself maybe about a quarter of an inch and then perfectly slides up.
What happens to Scout now? That's what I want.
I don't know what the whole thing with Scout was. So wait, what were you doing with Scout? I'm confused.
I put my hand. I said, "Hey, don't move. Like, try to hold your ground." And I pushed him with my two hands, and then I pulled a fast one, and I put my hand on the wall and force pushed him,
You force pushed Scout, not the door.
not the door.
Well, shit.
I put my hand on it, and I force pushed Scout.
I thought you force pushed the door, so the door opened.
No.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh,
going
shit.
to force push me, and then you quickly moved to.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
No, I was going. I wanted to be like, ha ha ha. Can you like? I wanted to like make sure you were sturdy, and then force push you. So you didn't actually get force pushed, or you would if my powers were amplified.
Okay. That did nothing.
Okay. All right, good. So you didn't move. Let me try. And is there any way that I would do? Okay. So
You like what? Do you have something that you can activate and with the hologram?
I got one, and then I put my hand on it again, and then I hover.
On the door? Or was your hand on the door or your hand on hand?
My hands on the
Yeah, the activation of
thing the whole time.
any ability opens the door. So
Oh, okay, sweet.
so the door pushes back and then moves up almost seamlessly too. You don't see a mechanism of any sort or any shape, but inside what you do see is what appears to be a large pod of some sort. The pod comes to a point, and around the top of the pod you see what appears to be large cylinder-like structures coming out of it. Laying on the floor is a bit of dust. Obviously there's dust over this whole room, but looks to be some type of mechanical device. It's flat and has four tires. The tires are surrounded with rubber, and there seems to be a large mechanical arm that is kind of just laying there. The thing is garbage at this point. But you do see a strange symbol. I'm going to draw again.
Oh, yes.
You do see a strange symbol on
Like one of your French girls.
yeah.
Draw me like one of
The
your French
symbols. The symbols come out to be looking like this.
A lot of things look like the Eiffel Tower here, Bob.
Yeah. Do they look like the unseen lake?
You gotta switch the page.
Right.
I know.
No, okay.
I see a bunch of squares.
What?
Does NASA on it?
Well, you can't read the symbols, but
I want to spend an intelligence point,
Oh, I guess you're right. We wouldn't.
and I want to decipher it.
sure, go for it.
It's going to be difficulty 3.
Cool.
I can read it.
How do you know the difficulty? Or is it just flat?
It's a flat.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'm just calling it. I think this is how you play. Right?
3 sounds good.
Why are you here again, Bob?
No, Bob. It's going to be a difficulty 3. It's going to be.
Yeah. So let me. And I don't know if there's anything else I can do with it.
Punch me over the internet.
Okay. Let's
Punch me over the internet.
let's do it. I'll spend an XP and re-roll it. God damn it.
I'm glad you put the symbols down because now I have a completely different image in my head of what's happening here. And I like it.
I re-rolled. I got a 10, so I succeed in deciphering it.
Where's the roll? Oh, Jesus. I'm so far scrolled up I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
That's why I re-rolled, because fuck that noise. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna GM intrude anyway because I haven't done it yet.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll gladly take my XP back. I don't care what the fuck.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You see what appears. It's as you walk in and as Myth walks in, you notice that a light starts to blink inside whatever this pod is.
Okay. So with this, hold on. On success, you get to
Hold on.
That's blinking. That thing's blinking.
The Trusian, though,
Right.
is you feel a wet liquid falling onto your back.
It's a Nickelodeon set. That's where we are. We're in Orlando.
Actually,
Yeah, this is the set of Neenan and D9 and Dell.
D9 and Dell from in front of a live studio
I
audience.
would just like to say,
Fiber optic dread Coolio comes out. Oh, here it goes.
I would just like to say that what's going on right now is that our characters are in Florida. This is what Florida is actually like.
Real life, yeah. This is true.
It's Numenera.
Yeah,
It's the basis of
Florida.
Florida Mera. Numenera man at it again. Yeah, I'll give a XP to Jacoby and make a perception roll.
Yeah, if you didn't give it to me, I would have been very confused. All right.
I give it to myself. Yeah, I guess I would perceive that what liquid is hitting me.
I'm going to say that you probably don't have time to perceive. Since you accepted it, you do feel a burning sensation down your back as well.
Oh.
You got some shit on your back.
Are you staying behind him?
I think so. He went first.
You see what appears to be a black ooze dripping down from the roof, and it seems to be a continual drip. Like it never actually detaches itself. And then it kind of moves down onto his back of his neck and starts slowly moving itself down its back. You notice that as soon as it touched the back of his neck, it started spreading like veins.
Oh, this is not oil. There's something happening here. You okay? Is everything all right?
It burns. It burns a lot.
Okay. Oh, geez. All right.
I need you to make me a intelligence check, difficulty 5.
Who, me?
Yeah, if you could be making a charisma save right now, you would be.
Ooh, us, him?
Him. Just him. Major effect. Okay. What do you want your major effect to be? Welcome back, Scout.
He flexes.
Yeah.
We've missed you. We haven't seen you in a while.
So what you see is that like it starts trying to go into my back, and basically I'm just like, and then like I will it out.
Your hair turns golden too?
Yes.
Okay. Just
And
double
I go,
check.
for 30
For the next 9 episodes, that's what it does.
Meanwhile, back at the tower that we don't know that is actually an acid tower.
Can someone clip Mike doing that and then just with that face? That was like the perfect Saiyan face. And then just Photoshop Saiyan hair on him.
Yeah,
So,
please.
That's funny because like fucking Scout's face would be like,
Like in the mask. We talked about
That
this.
is actually the cold water going down his back or ice going down.
We talked about this weekend where somebody had like an anime magical girl transformation, but like imagine that from someone else's perspective, which is the same. So like Scott's like doing this, and the Jacoby's like, okay, this is 2 days. This is just a long time. How do I like wake him up? Is he in a fugue state? I wish I had my tablet.
Get out of this.
but
Are you supposed to wake him up? Or do we let him
I want to say the ooze. My body rejects the ooze and it falls to the ground.
Yeah. Not only does it fall to the ground, but the blackness actually turns it blue. And yeah, it kind of blew in. You can also notice that there seems to be veins in it. They're just glowing, almost as if you're looking at a nebulae.
This looks sentient. Careful.
You notice that it kind of slowly starts to move its way back towards a pile of rubble in the corner.
It did what? Sorry, it came out and then went to a pile in the corner.
Yeah, it's starting. So as it hit the ground and as he like rejected it, you notice that it turned blue, and it kind of has like almost like a nebulae effect in it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's you see like dust almost, and it starts to gather itself back up and slowly inch its way over towards a pile of rubble in the corner.
Like solid form hexus.
Yeah.
Okay, that was weird. I think we should. I don't know what that thing is. Should we kill it? No.
I don't. I think
it might be good
there,
now.
right?
It might have taken on my personality.
Now blue. Which is weird.
Yes. I think we can, or
Maybe we can befriend it. Maybe it just needs a little bit of toxic love.
I mean, I need to replace Wiggler.
Okay, then that's all yours. You can have it.
Okay. All right. So, but back to this thing. And I start trying to decipher it again. Is there any more black ooze around?
Yeah, we didn't.
If you want to go searching for it.
I mean, look up and like see if there's anything above us. And
no.
Okay.
In fact, you see sky. It's very, very far in the distance, but you now see a series of windows that kind of allow the light in here, and you can clearly see sky, which makes absolutely no sense to you, not like anything else has at this point. But there was no windows on this tower.
Yeah. So at this point, what's that? What's this thing say?
It said, "Oh, wait, what did you get for that roll?"
I got a 10.
Okay, so for difficulty 3, right?
Yeah.
So wait, what does this ability do? You just automatically learn the language?
No, I don't learn the language. I'll read it to you. If you spend 1 minute examining a piece of writing or code in a language you do not understand, you can make an intellect roll of difficulty 3 or higher based on the complexity of the language or code. On a success, you get the gist of what the writing says, action to initiate.
Upon looking at this, you can clearly see that these symbols are some type of branding or marking for branding of a sort. There also seems to be a lot of technical data written down with arrows pointing to certain sections, things of that nature. You can tell that there's some type of counting system, and you can see that there may be some type of numericals number system. But the one thing that you pick up from this is you've never seen a language like this. You've seen past civilizations writings before, and this is clearly alien in nature.
This is very odd. I've seen a lot of dark, damp places and ran into a lot of language I was able to figure out. I just don't know what this says.
Yeah, it is a funny looking.
It is. It has a lot of tech. It's
maybe it's okay. All right, hold on.
It's very archaic.
It's got a
alien.
Yeah. All right. So this one looks like it's kind of got like a trench of some sort. This one looks like a mountain. This one could be some sort of river, and this is another mountain.
It's a map.
A map. It has to be. All right.
It's a map to treasure.
Okay, fucking it is
maybe
now.
It is. All right, hold on.
Make that the show. This is the whole show. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna back out.
All right, I gotta go look at the Numenera map again.
As you guys are looking at the Numenera map,
this new Numenera map.
I also want to be looking for the slime as I get done deciphering that. And
okay, back at the river, the man gets off of the horse and he eyes you. "Good day, citizen," he says.
"Greetings, Outlander."
Hey. Greetings, Outlander.
I just want to let you guys know I love you guys. I love you guys.
It was minimized. I know you guys all reacted like that.
He looks at you and says, "You're having cart trouble."
Yeah. No.
What seems to be the problem? You mind if I take a look?
No, pretty sure it's not gonna float. So I'm just trying to figure out how to get across the.
Oh, you just have to wait for a low tide and you can push it through. But let me take a look. Let me check your cart anyway, just to make sure everything is, it's gonna be sturdy enough to cross the river.
It's wood. It's a wooden caravan.
Okay.
Afford it. Or you can ask the locals for help.
I mean, I cocked up all the.
As you're saying that, he's already walked past you.
You
And
have
as you're
car trouble.
I think something bounced up underneath my undercarriage.
I got stuck in a Mississippi mud.
That one got me.
He opens the door. What's in this cart? D9?
Yeah.
No, I'm underneath the cart.
No, I know. What's in this cart, D9?
It's weapons. It's all of the weapons. It's a cart
And
full of
armor.
weapons.
And armor, yes, yeah.
Which
Okay.
makes sense
He
because
didn't
Nell's
ask
a
what I
traveling.
was transporting. He
He's a
asked me
na-
if I was having car
He's
trouble.
a traveling salesman.
Yeah. So he opens up the cart and he looks inside and he goes,
How many of them are there?
There's about 4 of them, not counting him. So there's 5 altogether. He kind of closes the cart, turns around. Who are you again? He says. What is your name? Where do you come from? Speak, boy.
Just gonna sell these.
You're selling order armor and weapons. And at this point, you notice that guards are now reaching for the weapons and getting off of the horses.
Hold on. Okay, give me a second. Okay, let me explain. Okay.
Speak up.
We make them, you buy them.
Kind of cocks his head.
That's the name of the store. The cart says, we make them, you buy them on the side of the cart.
These
Whatever we make, whatever.
these were special ordered.
You need to roll me an intelligence check. This is for deception if you have any. Also, this is not a positive interaction. You're good.
Yeah, I know. Would you say roll intimidation? Okay.
The intimidation? You're not intimidating anyone.
All right. What did you say I was doing again?
Intelligence with your deception.
Yeah, this is an intelligence because you're trying to deceive him.
All right. No.
That's intelligence, right? There's no like anything. Yeah, okay.
Sure. Unless it was doing like a magic trick, then it might be speed.
I mean,
All right.
if you can find another way to do this.
What's the difficulty?
This is going to be a difficulty 5 because this man is clearly a captain of sort and he has probably had to deal with barracks before.
Okay.
Do you have anything that can help you with this?
No.
Nice.
I don't know why.
You failed.
Yeah, I know, but I made it a difficulty 4. I don't.
It's
because it shows I'm still using effort.
Yeah, you're good. He looks at you and says, we do not ask for outside help when crafting our armor weapons.
Do you know how to make armor for your mechanized units?
My what?
You might be digging into a hole you don't want to go down.
My brother forges, and he forges for the order.
But he forges for flesh. We forge for metal.
He looks back over your shoulder at the weapons and armor, and he says, that looks like what the same equipment I have on now.
It looks that way, yes. But you see,
I was really into it.
you see the little wing things here on the tips. Yours doesn't have that. And it's for where it clips onto the chassis.
Demonstrate it for me.
I'm not metal. I can't. It doesn't.
I said demonstrate. He pulls out his weapon. You failed, so it's not like you're going to keep going with the line. I have to come in at some point.
It's just, yeah. And he's going to pull out one of the chest pieces. I mean, it's made to go onto a metal frame. It's a front plate. Mechanized. Man, it's not gonna fit.
GM intrusion.
I don't know what you want from me. he's just pressing it against himself, not actually like putting it on. It's just like,
Yeah.
He doesn't really know how it works.
is this supposed to just kind of?
It's supposed to work like this.
He doesn't realize that there's like straps and shit around.
D9. This is a GM intrusion.
Yeah,
It's on with magnets.
You start to hear, and you look to your left, and underneath the cart with you, you see what appears to be coiled a snake of sorts. It has one large eye.
That's what the prophecy on the wall said.
It has one large eye.
Gotta watch out for them
Next
one-eyed
to it.
snakes, boy.
And next to it is a large mountain. No,
What?
because of the NASA, he was
I
saying
get it,
prophecy.
Between two
I'm there.
mountains.
You're like, wait, what?
Snake in the valley.
No, the snake has a large eye and a tongue that kind of slithers out, and you notice that it seems to be shaking what appears to be two antler-like objects that have balls on them that kind of clock together on its tail.
Okay. Does it look menacing? What is it? Is it coming at me?
It
hanging
looks
out?
like it's telling you to back the fuck up.
Okay.
There's rattlesnakes, and then there's castanets.
Are you taking this? Are you taking this GM intrusion?
It's a pseudo weird.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have any XP right now. So yeah. I will take this intrusion, and I will give an XP to Nell.
He might need it.
Damn it.
Yeah, I feel like he does. I feel like he low.
That would have
Thanks.
I feel like he's got some shit going on here.
I desperately need this, yes.
He suddenly becomes Batman, by the way.
I am
been
now for
there.
pro.
Man,
Where is she?
Just
yeah.
what you are.
Does this thing look like it's poised to strike?
It looks like it's rearing back, more of probably just a warning than anything
Okay.
else.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay hidden. I'm gonna stay down here. Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
You feel like it's going to strike you if you stay here.
But I'm pretty sure that like a snake hurts a lot less than 5 swords. So like, I mean, Nell's
I don't understand your logic right now.
Nell's not the smartest
What's your
guy.
backstory? Give us motivation.
Yeah, but
I can spin this if you want to freak out.
yeah, he's seen Scout get hit by 5 swords, and that looks like it really hurts. So,
No, I like where this is going.
No,
I like trying to stay silent as a rattlesnake bites him, and then he's
yeah, like he'll freak out once it hits him, but like he's like, oh yeah, a snake that hurts way less than 5 swords. Cool, because he
Mike,
can
I
hear Nell.
never-
He can hear Nell bumbling it, and he's like, this is not going well. I'm not getting stabbed today.
For the record, I will never, ever go into the woods with Mike.
Yeah. listen. Get bitten by a rattlesnake and let me stab you with 5 swords. You do
It's a clacker snake.
Yeah,
You
the
know-
clacker snake.
That's a clacker.
Sorry.
If I saw a maraca snake and it was like, I'd be like, I don't want to fucking stand next to it. And I
Well, he's not standing there. He's laying next to it.
Yeah, we're just cuddling. We're giving him some snake snugs. It's fine.
Snake snugs.
nugs.
Snugging my little snakey, bro.
The
I'm
snake,
just snuggling my one-eyed snake, guys. It's fine.
the snake rears back and goes to strike.
I have pants on.
The snake has a bonus because it is attacking you at high speeds and you are prone. It's going to be attacking with a difficulty 5.
Okay.
To hit it, though, is a difficulty 3, for the record.
Okay. So I'm rolling defense against this thing.
Yeah.
Difficulty 5.
Yeah.
Bam. Yeah, we're just going with that. We're going with that.
Is this Deneen's last episode?
Could
It
be.
might be.
I get hit
Yeah.
by a snake.
Yeah, it latches on, and it's like a quick, as if two hypodermic needles just slammed into your arm.
A hypodermic needle. I hate that. I hate those. I hate when I get hit by a hypodermic needle.
Damn hypodermic needles.
I hate them.
Those are a menace.
As it latches onto your arm, it kind of like pulls, like, and then delatches itself, and then looks like it's going to rear back for a second strike.
Does it hurt a lot? What's the damage here?
You're taking 1 point of damage, but you are now considered poisoned.
Okay, cool. So it doesn't hurt that bad, guys. It turns out swords do in fact hurt more. Yeah, I ain't no doctor, but I know that swords hurt more than snakes. He's trying to stay as quiet as possible. So how this is carriage height, right? This like you could fit more than a small child, at least a small child in the
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna try to as quietly as possible hit the snake.
No, they got it lowered. They got the new Alpine shocks.
It's a street carriage.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
with that dank ass.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to hit this thing.
All right, go for it.
I'm trapped in here with a goddamn snake.
Oh, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be like finding a needle in a haystack.
I fucking hate all
A needle in a snake stack for sure.
A needle in a sleeve stack?
So he's going to, in clear Deneen fashion, he like reaches over. He's like, and he like bites. He like takes his scarf and like puts it in his mouth, and he flicks his finger, and the little razor blade comes out of his ring, and like a snake charmer, he's just gonna slap that thing in the face.
I like this whole encounter. I'm walking on pins and needles right now.
Yeah.
I slapped the shit out of that snake.
Funny thing is, so is D9 in like one turn.
Perfect. I slapped the shit out of that snake.
And the snake kind of like rears back.
Two damage.
You see like a gash, right?
Yeah.
And it's gonna take its turn now.
Yeah, I slapped that bitch. It takes 2 damage.
It doesn't. You clearly made a gash.
Yeah.
It goes to launch back at you.
Fuck you,
Difficulty
goddamn.
5 again.
Fuck you, goddamn snake.
Well, we're gonna say difficulty 4 because I'm assuming you crouched up to attack and everything.
I mean, how close was it? Could I lay down and slap the snake?
Yeah.
Guys, remember that time Mike fought a snake under a wagon?
Guys, I'm trying to be as stealthy as possible. I stay laying down. I'm gonna take that difficulty 5.
That's actually a really great way to start someone's stealth.
It's gonna be difficulty 5. I'm gonna stay as quiet as possible and just like, get out of here, snake.
Comparatively to last episode, we're running away from sandworms and like knocking them out of the air, and you're like,
Meanwhile, by the river, it's an episode of Monty Python.
That snake happens. It gets me. The snake gets me. 1 point of damage coming my way.
It's now 1 point of damage, and you can start feeling grave pins and needles in your legs.
Okay.
Oh no.
What's a grave pin and needle?
You feel like, oh fuck, I'm gonna be in a grave.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Just wanted to clarify what that.
Out of all the Neebles, that's the worst one.
That's the worst Neeble, the grave Neeble.
The great
Ye old grave Neeble.
I fucking hate all of you.
Fantastic. I guess I'm slapping a snake again.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I guess our plan to make a religion going out the window every snake bite that I have.
Yeah.
Listen,
Pope Son's about to be dead soon.
I succeed on slapping the snake again. 2 more damage.
All right. You kill it. It is now
Fantastic.
dead.
Fantastic.
Finally, because that's a tough snake.
Yeah, looking back at your leg, you can now see black veins stretching out from the mark. The mark is now bubbled and very dark purple. There seems to be some type of clear yellow liquid oozing out of it as well.
Fantastic. I take the.
You're losing your plasma.
Yeah, I take the snake. I'm gonna grab the snake and I'm gonna put it in the pocket, the front pocket, obviously, of my very nice fitting pants. Because he's smart enough to at least know that if I'm poisoned by a snake, to save the snake.
Oh, what kind of snake it is through how tight his pants are.
This Is that two
It's an
snakes in your
right
pocket,
there.
or is he just having a
By
season?
putting the snake in your pocket, you feel the hyperdamic needle.
Jab me again. Fuck you.
The hyperdamic needle.
The hyperdamic needle. Jab me again.
I'm honestly saying it right, but between my accent and me laughing, it just sounds like I'm not saying it.
Yeah, yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right.
Tower. How you guys doing?
Yeah. So from Monty Python over to Rugrats, where we're trying to figure out the big people word.
Yeah.
So while he's snake struggling,
What are you guys doing at this point?
yeah,
You're searching for the ooze, right? So
Yeah.
are you moving this rubble from side to side?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's inspecting the ooze, right? Because he wants to communicate with it or something.
No, he's searching for it, right? Because I mean, I guess if you're doing this rather quickly, it still hasn't reached the rubble yet, so you can get to it.
Okay, I have like a ration out, like meat from a ration, and I'm like putting it in the thing and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I had my fucking voice thing on the whole time.
It's fine. I've accepted it at this point.
Yeah. I'm like feeding it, and I'm like, come on, what's up, little buddy?
As you're like pushing it, every time you do, it turns a bright red, and then back to the blue.
Okay. I begin to like where it's going. I lay the meat in front of it.
You notice that as it claws over it, or as it as it climbs over it and oozes over it, you kind of lose it in the nebula, and as it goes over the other end, it's no longer there.
Did that thing just turn red?
I was poking it with meat, and it got mad.
But it turned red when you got close to it.
Well, no. I fed it now. Does it have happy colors? Does it happy colors now?
It's still the same blue.
Okay. I'm going to.
You know what that means, though?
I imagine.
Social creature.
It's like, do you ever see those maraca snakes?
No, I've heard of them. Though.
Yeah, when they rattle, like that's like it turning red, honestly. So
Right.
I mean, so you don't want to be by it because it's gonna bite the shit out of you, and you're probably gonna die.
Right.
But I don't think any of us are too stupid to fucking do that. So
So it's actually sentient is what I'm trying to say, and it's social.
Well, I
so it can
mean,
actually
sentient-
send out cues like that.
well, I mean, like sentient to the point where it has an idea of giving a warning.
But a visual warning. If it was
Yes.
auditory, then it would sneak up on you. But if visual means you're looking at it, which means it's social. So that means there's got to be more of them, or it's a sentient creature.
Very true. Well, let's.
Anyway, help me with this map. He goes from one astute observation back to this very dumb one on this wall.
Hold on. It's like if I go to like poke it, does it burn me?
Yeah, it's almost it's not like a burn, like it's really hot. It's more of like acidic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my body rejects it again because I'm awesome. And then how can I capture this thing? Hold on.
A jar. And
I don't
pressing
have
A.
it yet. This is Zelda. I pull out a fucking jar out of my fucking endless pocket. I don't
Also, I would like to point out, I didn't say this before, I apologize. After it ran over the meat, you do notice that it's slightly bigger.
Oh.
Okay. So this is like Mario and the mushrooms.
Yes.
Jesus.
Mario's enables, man. So
The episode should have been called.
at that point, like it's not reacting to me and it doesn't know, and I don't have anything to capture it to tame it. So I might as well leave it alone for the time being. And then I make my way over and go to the blinking light.
Like,
'cause I
what
remember-
happened in Scout's life? You get acid dripped on you that invades your body. You reject it. You're like, I'm going to make that my pet.
Oh.
What is wrong with you
That is
in your
cool.
life,
I
Scout?
want
Like,
it.
what happened?
I always wanted. So it's
Oh,
Remember Wiggler?
Sentient acid? I'm going to make that a friend of mine. Like, what?
Yeah.
that's how Scout is. Yeah,
Because
I'm interested. That's mine now.
what I can do is that like I can like take it out and be like, oh my god, hug it, and then put it in someone's face and then
No
watch
one's
it.
going to hug the
drinking
sentient
coffee.
acid.
I force them to hug it. That's the point.
You just keep it in a jar and splash it at people, and then like it's just acid.
And then
and
it
you're
comes home. The jar, come on back.
No,
man.
no. Then this game goes into the blob, and we have to
gets
fucking
back
find,
in.
like, yeah. Okay, so at this point, I leave the blob alone as it's like going into the junk pile because there's no point in trying to touch it or capture it because I don't have a way to do that. And that's how I yawn.
That's how I go super
Out of context, saying dreams should be a thing more often.
Okay, at this point, I am going back. I remember a blinking light, and I want to go see what the blinking light's about.
So wait, you're leaving the thing where it is?
Did it stop?
He lost interest.
I mean, no, it's still going to it. You know. Where
Yeah, I don't have a way to capture it, so he gave up.
Okay. Cool.
He wanted to give it food, and he thought it was gonna be like Wiggler, where it'd be like look at him and then do like happy colors. That's what he was expecting. That's how I was expecting too. But it just rolled over, it ate it, got bigger, and then kept going. And he's like, "Well, that's just stupid. I don't have a way to capture it."
Yeah. So are you walking inside of the pod?
No, he's by the map.
You just said you wanted to go see what the blinking thing is.
I thought that was on the map.
No, that's inside of the pod.
Okay.
Like you can see a hatch with a blinking light inside. It's
Okay.
red.
Should we go look at that?
What, the blinking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a hold of this. I'm trying to think about this, what this trench would be. Yeah, all right. Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
Is it the blinking light, or is there like a button or something that would look like a button, or?
Oh, you're going inside? I'm sorry. I missed that.
I mean, if we might be going inside of it. Is there anything else around it?
You see what appears to be a series of buttons lining it. You see what appears to be a screen, not different than your tablet. You also seem to see a beaking or blinking red light, but you can't really make out anything that's on those panels.
There's no language on it at all.
There is that language that you've been seeing.
And I can't try to decipher it again. Can I do skilled with Numenera on this technology?
I've been deciphered for 3 episodes now, Bob. Just want to let you
What? What's been deciphered?
I've been deciphered. I have 0 ciphers for 3 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I don't have any ciphers yet either.
Because
Thank you for letting me know that. I apologize.
No, that's all right. So there's like a okay. So there's buttons everywhere. I'm gonna let you know something, Scott. I really want to press these buttons, but everything is telling me that I shouldn't.
But let me figure out what they do before you start pushing buttons. Because
I'm not going to. I'm just saying it's really hard for me not to. But
I mean, what if one of those buttons is like a de-evolution gun, and then we turn into one of those blobs? But if you turn into a blob,
hold on. That's got to be Popeson. I mean, I shouldn't say got to be. It could be Popeson.
It could be Popeson. Shit, I let Popeson go.
How would he turn it? Hold on. For someone who is invisible, he is so visible now. I don't think that's him. That can't be him.
No, maybe he absorbed color. I don't know.
Colors. Oh, okay.
Can I roll skilled with Numenera?
Sure.
Okay. What's the difficulty? 5 again?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's I'm gonna spend some effort. Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. I don't know what these buttons do. I look at these buttons.
I feel like that's every Vegeta episode.
Yeah, and I look at Jacoby and I'm like, I don't know what the buttons do, but
Okay.
You're hitting the button?
I hit a button.
Or are you punching your table in anger?
No, I was like, I don't know what these do.
I could see Scout doing that. So
Yeah. You hear doot doot doot, and then I'm trying to figure out how to do the English language to people who wouldn't know what English is.
Sims.
Take Latin.
Yeah. Dubata butata diba.
There you go. What?
Dappa.
Hi.
He's saying Brahmi solo in the Wookiee.
Zeba.
Zeba.
Sokka.
Hey, Mazui.
What's it doing?
Here.
Siba.
Okay.
Eba.
A separate
Eba.
Do you know this language?
No,
Leba.
I don't know.
Zo.
Yes.
I.
Me.
Is it quizzing us?
The thing explodes,
Oh no.
and I need you guys to give me speed checks.
It's counting down.
I knew what it was, and I couldn't quiz on it. Because Scout was trying to figure it out.
Speaking thieves can't.
I'm not spending another.
I was expecting you to take off, not
I'm just
explode.
taking it. I'm just taking it.
What are we doing? Making a what speed? All right, because we have to somehow.
You're gonna take this?
McLogan, you're having a rough time, buddy.
20s or ones. And mostly ones.
Oh.
Sorry, it's 20s and 1s and 19s and 4s. You're fine.
I'm going to. I have 2 effort. I'm going to spend. Wait, is it 3 to knock it down 1?
Yeah. By the way, the difficulty is going to be a 4.
I'm going to be down to 1 speed because if we're. I'm going to try.
You can take a quick rest though, can't you? You probably have done that.
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
wouldn't have. We just opened up the door and then a demon thing was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't want to talk to us. It ran away.
Open the door, be like, hold on 1 second, let me take a nap real quick.
Yeah, well, exactly. Let me leave the room and then I'll rest outside because it's a different map over there. It'll let me. The game will let me.
It'll let me.
What
But I still have to deal with the worms.
Let me
Then I'll
zone back
go
out.
loading screen again.
I'll zone back in.
Zone out. Yeah.
It just became
Zone out,
Final
eat
Fantasy
42 pieces of cheese, zone back in.
Exactly.
Call it a day.
17 with a minor success.
No, 18 is the minor, or 19 is the minor success. That's just +1 damage.
Oh, that's just a cool success. All right, sweet.
Yeah, it's just a cool success. Yeah, you're able to get out of the blast range quick enough. You see a white flash. You also see Scout laying next to you. My GM intrusion. As Scout is laying on the floor next to you, you notice that on the back of its neck, you see that slime, and it appears to have a series of veins. And you notice that Scout just kind of stands up, and his eyes like glow purple for a second, and then they go back to normal. Scout, and Scout, you just lost the last couple of seconds, and
you made a new friend.
Hey, that blast really knocked out of me. Ugh.
and now we're gonna call it until next week.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, it has to be on that.
Am I becoming a fucking Venom?
Yeah, zombie venom. Oh, perfect.
There's a NASA, right? I'm Eddie Brock right now. I'm an astronaut.
Oh, is that what that says?
I got a symbiote. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's Carnage.
Right. You think you're going to be venom.
I mean, Scout.
Yeah, I feel like that actually falls in line.
But it's like new age feel good Eddie Brock. It's not like emotional ruin Eddie Brock. It's good guy Venom. You're like, no, this is inconvenient. Oh man.
As the ooze encompasses all of you, the only thought pulsing through your head is kill Peter Parker.
It's I wish my girlfriend didn't leave me. That's the only thought. From the new fucking shitty movie. Oh, perfect. That being said, guys, this has been, I guess, Numenera. It's definitely been Knights of Truth, that's for sure. Numa whatever. Perfect. This has been episode 3 of Knights of Truth. If you enjoyed this, please think about supporting us on Patreon. Join us in our Discord. Let's go around to our introductions for this wonderful cast and crew. We'll start with Bab this week.
Oh, what?
Yeah. You
Okay.
did a good job. Here's your cookie. You get to go first.
You got the
Bob.
ball first.
Yeah.
And pass the energy ball. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Bob, I guess. You can find me on Dice and Heroes, where we play a plethora of different games. Maybe board games soon too as well? Question mark. I don't know. Yeah, why not? Yeah, but other than that, you can find me in the chat as Goodnight. You can find me on the Twitters as such as well. And that's all for me.
Perfect. Let's jump over to Frags. Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to, man?
Cool. Yeah, I'm KW Franks. You can find me here. You can find me there. You can find me on Twitter with the same name. And yeah, that's all I'm really up to.
Fantastic. Mathematic, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to, my dude?
I'm Mathematic. You can find me on Twitter at the same name, or also here on Twitch with the same name. All throughout the month of May, I'm going to be a part of the Hope Squadron, a Star Citizen, bunch of Star Citizen content creators are raising money for St. Jude. So you can come check that out. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to start doing that tomorrow, but pretty hyped about it. And yeah, so that's all I really got to say. But this has been a blast. Thank you guys. Really, always every week I have so much fun playing and figuring out Numenera again and again every week. It's great. So thank you.
You re-remembering how the game works?
Exactly, and what we did last week.
Fantastic. We'll jump right over to, last but not least, McLogan. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? What are you up to?
You can find me right here now, in this moment, because we don't know what the future holds.
You're right.
Yes.
The end.
To be fair, I know what it holds.
Am I becoming more awesome because I got a symbiote now?
Or more bad and
He has a scout now, or it has a scout now.
Yeah.
I think that.
I think I'm gonna try to reject it again. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
No.
Hello. I rejected it once, so I get an asset for that.
yes, but it was my GM intrusion.
I know.
Yeah.
I know why it's stuck onto me, because I keep rolling ones. Scott has the worst shit happen to him, and he seems to be fine. You guys can follow me at McLogan. If you guys want, you can tweet at me and ask me D&D questions, or follow my Instagram, McLogan TV. I've been doing fitness pictures on there and like tracking my workout and that kind of stuff. So
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
It's mostly just ab pictures.
Why not?
There was
It's actually just a joke account. It's about
Like
all
Johnny Cage?
fit in this mouth.
the best part of the account is it's like you didn't use it for like 2 years, so it's all like fit Loken abs, and then it's like 2 years of nothing, and then it's like, oh yeah, I got fat, hold on, let me just boom, abs.
Hold on.
It's like,
And we're back.
hey, I looked at my old picture, looked at my new picture, and I was like, there's a difference here. Let me get that back. Here's the journey. It's like, this son of a bitch. He only posts when he has abs, is the trick.
yeah, that's
How you win Instagram? I've been trying.
yeah, no, that's how you do it. And then
We'll talk more after the show. All right. Yeah,
Don't give away the secrets. Guys, if you want to see the secrets for the McLogan abs trick, you gotta download his ebook. It's $9.99 on McLogan.tv.
it's a book hollowed out and it just has meth in it.
Oh man, we streamers hate this trick. Perfect. We're gonna get the hell out of here, guys. We're gonna go raid our friend Lindy over at Laugh Love Lindy. If you want to see an adorable lady in a beard doing some awesome role playing, go check her out, give her a follow, and hit her with all that sticky raid love. From all of us to you guys, bye bye.